Hi guys, welcome to Highlighting Your Study Abroad Experience. My name is Cameron. This is going to be a really short video, maybe about like 2 or 3 minutes, if that. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I studied abroad last summer, actually, and last fall. I went to Paris and studied 18th to 19th century art, which was incredible. And I turned around and studied in the fall 2019 for about 4.5 months in Edinburgh, Scotland, and I studied international business. Um, it was the most amazing experience. I learned so much about myself, and I learned so much about my host country. It was amazing. I'm so smiley because I just miss it so much. I still keep up with my flatmates. I still talk to all my friends. Um, it's an incredible experience. So let's get into the video. I'm just gonna look over at some notes. So when it came to highlighting my study abroad experience, for me personally, I posted the same video and photos to all of my social media platforms. So that included Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For Instagram and Facebook, that was more of like my friends and family. So I did, I was a little more lax and, I talked about my experience and how emotional I was. And I had written my whole thing at London Heathrow Airport, crying because I'm super emotional. And it was a very emotional experience for me having to leave somewhere I was staying for 4.5 months, somewhere that had become my home. So that was different. Now, for my LinkedIn profile, I just basically just talked about how the things like what I studied there, how amazing the experience was. I used, different verbiage than I would use when I'm talking to my family. So, in my Instagram and Facebook post, I talked about all the amazing things I experienced while I was there and how I was crying in the airport. And, I kept it really emotional because I have a flair for the dramatic. But for the LinkedIn, I had to make it more professional because it is a professional app for people to look for jobs and interns. And yeah, so my LinkedIn profile just had a photo of me and it said that, I'm sorry, it said that I studied abroad. My experience was great. This is what I learned. This is for how, like, I studied for this amount of time through this program with this school. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to do so because I know a lot of people don't have that same opportunity. Um, and that was really just how I highlighted my experience. Professionally, I guess you could say. But if we think about like Instagram, Facebook, specifically Facebook, I would just post things randomly. My family would call me a lot, and sometimes I wouldn't have time to call them back because of the 6 to 8 hour time difference, which doesn't seem like a lot. But, if you think of it like this, when I'm starting my day, my parents are just going to sleep. And or if I'm starting my day, my sister and my grandparents are already asleep. It's about 2 a.m. I'm starting class at like 8 or 10 or something of that nature. So it definitely was a little hard. So being able to post this video or this cute picture with my friends and my flatmates and us hiking up some huge hill in Edinburgh kind of gave everybody that kept them from worrying and kind of gave them that sense that I was okay and that I was doing well. Now, when it came to Instagram, I was very much posting like the places I was going, and like I have an entire I had an entire like story on my page dedicated to each place I went. So if you click on my page, you can click on my highlights, and it'll show random things that I did while I was in England or while I was in Scotland or while I was in France, Belgium, Amsterdam, different places that I jumped around to. And it's very easy to do that. Just take the Euro train. It's so fun. It's like you're in Harry Potter. It's great. So yeah, highlighting my study abroad experience it's really not hard. It's honestly just about being true to who you are and understanding that there's a time and place for everything, and you just have to know how to word it. That's honestly that's it. um, but please don't hesitate to go on PV Goes Global on Instagram. Follow them, and you can also find me on Instagram at Cameron Foster on Instagram. And yeah, and I can help you. I would love to do that. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, bye.